I'm Amy Cherry. This local news is a service of Flagler County's Toyota dealer, Beaver Toyota, here to wow ya. More than 100 suspected drug dealers and hundreds of pounds of drugs are off the streets of the Tri-County area, Sheriff Rick Staley.
Operation Spring Cleaning. This was a 7-month investigation, strategic throughout the state, with 27 counties included, that focused on the investigation and arrest of poison peddlers who were manufacturing, delivering, or trafficking controlled substances.
Statewide, nearly 5,000 people were arrested and 1,600 guns were seized, along with 27,000 pounds of illegal drugs. Specific to Flagler County,
45 drug dealer arrests, including 2 juveniles being arrested or charged with trafficking in a controlled substance. 17 of those people arrested also had active warrants. 4,753 grams of controlled substances were confiscated, which is just a little over 10 pounds of narcotics. 14 firearms were taken off the streets that were in the hands of criminals and drug dealers.
At least $57,000 in suspected drug money was also seized in Flagler County.
This portion of WNZF Local News, a service of the Daytona Beach International Airport. Fly to the Big Apple in a New York minute on JetBlue from the Daytona Beach International Airport.
A Flagler County jail worker is not only looking for a new job, she's also checked in to the Green Roof Inn. Rich Petchke reports.
According to the Sheriff's Office, Victoria Ferguson was a civilian employee at the Flagler County Detention Facility when she was found to have around 3 grams of marijuana in her purse that was in her work locker. Sheriff Rick Staley says they found Ferguson's drugs Tuesday morning during a routine walkthrough that's done with canine teams to sniff for contraband. Ferguson was immediately terminated, then arrested for drug possession and a felony charge of bringing contraband into a detention facility. Bail was set at $3,000. From the WNZF Newsroom, I'm Rich Petchke.
A roundabout is one step closer to coming to a dangerous intersection at US 1 and Old Dixie Highway. FDOT plans to begin receiving bids from contractors in August. The intersection claimed 6 lives in 2 crashes last year. Experts say a roundabout there would make the intersection substantially safer. They say serious crashes dropped 78% when a signalized intersection is turned into a roundabout, and that overall crashes fall 35%. Critics don't believe the data, and some of them are pretty high profile. Sheriff Rick Staley says he'd prefer to see a traffic light there. The Flagler County Commission also wrote a letter to FDOT asking them to reconsider. Only the governor or the legislature could intervene to stop the project at this point. 2 more roundabouts are also planned for the area, including at Matanzas Woods Parkway and US 1 and at State Road 11 and County Road 304. Palm Coast refused to join the county in fighting against them. April brought record-breaking precipitation across Flagler County. John Arking has the details.
According to a just-released rainfall and climate report, April 2018 saw 7.29 inches of rain measured at the Flagler County Emergency Operations Center. That compares to the average rainfall of 2.3 inches. In fact, it was the wettest April ever recorded in the county since records started in 1995. Bob Pickering is a communications specialist with the county's EOC.
It keeps us out of wildfire danger. We can still have brush fires and things like that, but it's a lot easier to deal with those because the moisture levels are so high in the soil. But the other thing helps us go through the rest of the fire season, because usually our most dangerous wildfires usually have happened this time of year. So it's keeping us out of trouble, so to speak.
Pickering notes that precipitation numbers were considerably higher than normal in all locations, and that was due to a number of weather systems, including a stalled front at the beginning of the month that contributed to most of the rainfall. From the WNZF Newsroom, I'm John Arking.
And now you're up to date. On Flagler's Morning News, I'm Amy Cherry.